thought he was gonna play me, to be honest, or hurt me in a way. But you know, after actually talking to him and getting to listen to him, I realized, oh, he's not that bad. He's not, you know. But yeah. Okay.
We're on.
Okay. Your phone. Just have both of them hold this.
Okay. Hold this.
Let me get the questions from my side.
What's going on, guys? I remember a few days ago, or today, looking at it, we asked, you guys can ask our questions, and we can see so far there's like hundreds and hundreds of questions. So we are gonna filter out. My lady on her side, she also got questions from her side. I got questions from my side. It's gonna be a chill session where we'll be answering these questions, because obviously we always spend time together. And I was like, baby, let us come up with the way of talking to our brothers and sisters while we are here doing our thing. So yeah, I don't know, you wanna go first?
You go first.
I go first.
You pick first.
Okay. Okay, let's just, okay, I think we should go all the way back, ne?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, down, yeah. How and where did you guys meet?
Do you wanna answer?
Okay, yeah. How we met on social media, fortunately, but you know we did meet up on social media, and you know where. Okay, it's on social media, but how it's like, you know, we've been like, you know, for the past like, you know, years before we met up, we've been talking just like, you know, on that crush face, let me put it that way. But you know, eventually like, you know, just like last year was our officially meeting, you know, in terms of like my lady being able to know that, okay, no, I don't want to be doing certain things. I want to focus on being in the relationship, and also on me. I was like, you know, I don't want to be focusing on a lot of things. I want to be in the relationship. Unfortunately, we met each other at the right time, because that was when we actually, you know, became stronger and much more tighter. So that's how we met on social media, and we met last year, January.
End of January.
End of January.
End of January going into February.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously they said online or face to face. Okay, so it was online, then face to face.
Yeah. So the first time I remember, I was actually fighting a heavy case, and I went to Sandton to go speak with the lawyers. And while I was driving back, she told me she's in Randburg, and I was like, maybe I should meet up with her, you know, because I was going through cases. Like at the time, you know, some things happened in 1, 2, 3. We'll speak about that, and I called her, I was like, let's meet up. I sent her a message, and she's like, no, I'm gonna go record, nah. And my heart was broken, because I felt like I need someone by my side, and you know, she just turned me down. So I just took a drink and with my Bragabza and my brother, and then we just you know, went back home. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna cut her off, she's wasting my time. And 3 days later,
I was busy.
Yeah, she was busy doing her thing. And then 3 days later, I think we spoke again. I was like, hey man, can we meet up once again? She's like, yeah. And that day is actually when, you know, became history. Okay.
Day one.
Yeah.
So that's how it went. Okay, this one. What's the most non-sexual thing that turns both of you guys on about each other?
Non-sexual, like, what was that there?
Non-sexual. You know, what's the one thing that makes you...
Is touch non-sexual or sexual?
No, maybe it's sexual. Like, non-physical. Like, it could be something about me that you just like. That doesn't have to do with... You know.
Okay, yeah. I love her intelligence. You know, her intelligence and her smile. I feel like those are things that, like, you know, every time when she just speaks, not even when she speaks out of her mind, there's times where she just speaks out of her mouth. And she knows, I always tell her, don't speak from your mouth. But when she speaks from her mind, and normally I notice it's when she speaks about things that she likes or things that she knows and she's passionate about, that's when I get to be a bit more, you know, I get to be more attracted to her, because I feel like, girl, with that mind and that head and those dreams and those goals and those whatevers, we are gonna be somewhere.
Okay, with me, I think the one thing I think I remember I told you, like, when we, I think maybe like 2-3 weeks, he asked me like why I love him and stuff like that, and then I was like, it's because he loves people, it's because he cares about people more than he cares about himself. So that was one thing that made me, I don't know, fall in love, I guess, with him more than I should have at the time. So yeah, it's basically how he cares for other people that are around him, or even just people that he doesn't know in general. Like, you know, he's a giver in his own way.
That. I'm a giver, guys. I'm a giver. Not even just me saying it, but my lady saying it. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna pick another one. What should I pick?
Pick.
Okay. Obvious. Oh, but not. It's
the same thing.
Okay, I don't know why the others are
pick
not
from
showing.
my side then.
It's like a lot. Okay, Okay. Okay, but this is basically like the same. What amazes you most?
Yeah, I know that I did to you.
How did you shoot your shot?
Who, me?
Yeah.
How did I shoot my shot? How did I?
Let me see. Okay, so basically what happened was, prior to that, obviously, like you said, we were talking, but not talking to Tawaria, you know.
Every day talking,
Every
it
day.
wasn't like that.
Like, hey, hi, how are you? Are you good? Okay, yeah, you know, checking on each other type thing. And he then promised to come see me in Buzz. Nigga never showed up. Then I was like, I gave up. Like, I genuinely in my mind just told myself that, you know what, he's not serious. But I also understand because it was a year where he was dealing with his own things.
Yeah.
So then in Jan, we spoke, around that time. Then that's when, I think in Jan, end of Jan, that's when we started like conversating more towards the actual meetup. So that, then we linked up, you know, we saw each other. Then I came back to Botswana, and then, you know, that's when we started talking like every day, calling each other, video calls, sleeping on calls, and whatever.
Sleeping on calls, like we were on a call like maybe 18 hours a day.
Literally.
Yeah, 18 hours a day.
Time. And then when I did see that he's serious is when he actually called me with airtime across borders. Because in my head I'm like, that's expensive.
Yeah, but they, you know.
So I can't really say how he actually shot his shot. I think the conversations just led to it happening in the end. Like,
yeah, because it didn't happen like, I feel like maybe one thing that they need to understand is that it didn't happen like in a way where I just saw her, a girl, and I just reached out to shot, and then like, you know, she caught it, and then we didn't know. It didn't happen that way. Like, it was like a process to it. So I shot a processing shot.
Yeah. So and then we met, and then I left, right? So I took like a week after those conversations, and then he was like, "Oh, let me fly." No, it's that time. He didn't actually shoot his shot. He had wanted to give up on me at some point because he had booked a flight on the 11th, right? Yeah, on the 11th. Yeah. And then I missed the flight, so but not on purpose.
I thought she scammed me. I thought like, oh no, you know, like this person, she said she's gonna come now. She missed She doesn't want to be with me. She was lying, nah. So yeah.
But it wasn't on purpose. And because there were no flights coming in and out, or there was no other plan, the following morning at 5, I woke up at 3:30. I had to
3 a.m.
I had to get to the bus station at 4:30 in the morning. And then I got there, caught the bus, and it left at 6, but you have to be there early to check in and stuff. So a whole 6-hour bus ride to see him, so that he doesn't feel like I scammed him or something, and to make up for the fact. So when I get to the house, I get there and there's gifts and stuff, you know. Yeah, that was like, I think that was him shooting his shot in a way. So apparently he had long planned that. So I guess that's why he was sad for the fact that I missed the flight. Yeah,
because I think it was like also during like, you know, Valentine's, and I was like, you know, I don't want to be asking people for dates. I want like my lady, you get that? So yeah, for when she missed the flight, I felt like, you know, my life was like being flipped upside down. But the next morning when she made a plan, when she pulled up, I even respected her more on the move that she done. Like, it was even better than just me getting the flight and her coming. I feel like that's a powerful story.
Yeah, Guys, I'm never doing that again.
Obviously, for who you'll be doing it.
Exactly. I don't know. You can pick a food. You can pick a food.
Let's go.
But most of the questions are almost the same. Do you want to answer?
Let's go. Let's see.
Do you want to answer?
You.
Or should I ask the question? Would you consider a polygamous relationship?
Polygamous, multiple ladies type thing and stuff. No, but I was like, at first, we had higher thoughts of considering it type thing. But yeah, but like eventually like something hit me and I noticed that like I used to think that I don't have like love that was like being thrown to me in an overflowing way. So once I accepted it, I noticed that I don't need like multiple ladies in order to just be as fulfilled as what a polygamous would be doing. One lady for me, like her, she was like enough. So yeah, like at first we did like look into considering, in fact, like I wanted to tend to being like a rabic or something so I can have multiple ladies and stuff. But eventually we just grew out of it and we started seeing like the bigger picture and stuff. And you, would you consider it?
What, having multiple men?
Multiple.
Being one of your wives?
Yeah.
Never.
My next one, my first and main.
Never. I don't like sharing, guys. So unfortunately, I'm the prize. I don't have to share. Why would I share me when I'm the prize? It doesn't make sense. Okay, you get to pick now, because I picked like a lot. How does it? This one?
The mean. How does it feel? The mean hell. How does it feel being such a cute couple without any flaws? Hey. There's been flaws, but we still remain a cute couple. So I think that's like the answer to it. Like throughout all ups and downs, throughout all flaws and like beautiful situations, you just have to remain the way that you are, and you have to see beyond that. So if we're going through a tough time, the most important thing is to see beyond that. Like the way that I rob it is I see it. If we solve this now, if I'm fighting or we're fighting, this is a flaw or whatever. But a flaw is something you can change, ne? So yeah, it's we can change it. Yeah. So how I'd see it is, if this is going on now, and okay, obviously if I give up on her, that means we're gonna break up and I'll have to start again with someone else, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But I love her. So if I solve it, what can the future me look like? You understand? Oh, I'll be excited to have the future her. I'll be excited to be with her. I'll be excited to still see myself in the next years with her. So it's very important to just solve whatever that's going on now and make sure that it doesn't happen moving forward. If let's say I'm the one that's upset, and maybe on you.
Guys, I think one thing I've learned with him especially is that you have to be patient. Patience is key. Like patience is something that you really need to have, especially if you're trying to have a relationship go from point A to point B, right? Like to have it work for you guys and to actually be happy, you must be able to connect with one another in a way that you can actually understand what the person is thinking without them having to explain way too much or to say too many things, because he's not a very open person, but he has a smiling attitude when he gets mad. So if I don't get that that's his attitude when he's mad, then I'm gonna struggle, right? And I'm gonna want to leave. I'm gonna want to hey, whatever, I don't want to see you, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to, and that's not the way. So
it's not.
Just learn to be patient in a relationship. That's advice, actually.
Okay, let's see. How did you meet and how were you at and how were you at Turkey? But I think we spoke of that.
Yeah.
When did you guys meet and how was the region about each other first day? Oh, let's get this one.
How did you guys meet and how was your reaction about each other on the first
I think
day?
we'll take the second in terms
Yeah,
of
we answered the first one, right? So we can
reaction. Okay, when I saw her, for me, she was much more better than on pictures. No, these on pictures, I felt like she wasn't like really showing her, herself, like, that type of thing. So that's why I saw like on the most casual, like, casual outfit, looking nice and clean. And for me, I was like, yeah, I would see this person every single day.
I was wearing gym wear, guys.
She was just really like, gym wear and a hoodie.
At that time. And I saw him in pajamas. He was wearing PJs. And I think it was better than what I see online, because we obviously online you see all the pictures, there's girls liking it, and you're like, red flag. But when I met him, I'm like, oh, he's actually like really chilled. He's not too flashy, not too whatever. So I think I like that about him. I was like, oh, that's kind of like a plus.
Even though we're guarded and stuff, snipers were looking, making sure we were well taken care of.
Literally. How many kids do you have? Do you want to have?
3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8.
No.
You want 3, 4? Currently we're on 2. So maybe 3, 4.
What do you mean 3, 4?
Like we add 1 more or 2 more.
Okay, so on the 2 we have, why don't we add 1? I mean, it's 3. It's literally 3 kids. Why do you want so many?
God can't give you a gift to bring seeds and plants on earth and you don't plant.
Yo, guys, I personally
I
probably want 1 more. I personally would want 1 more. But you know what? Whatever happens, happens. We don't plan this thing.
Don't plan. And at the end, like, it's more about, because I see people saying, oh, no, I'm not ready and stuff. Not for me, like, no matter what, like,
the more the merrier.
The more the merrier, like, and it's better to have them young, learn, get reckless, do whatever. So when I'm 30 years old, already I know that, like, I'm safe, I'm highly mature when it comes to that, and, all those things. So I still have, like, over 5 years to go, so, yeah.
Okay, and what was your first thought about each other? Your first thought about me?
First thought?
I don't know, should it be after we met or online?
No,
after we met.
After we met, yeah. Nothing, like...
When we met, that day we met, like, what was your first thought?
That's my lady. We're
back?
We're back.
Okay.
Back, we better, we're doing this.
Yeah. What was your first thoughts about me?
Like I did say, when I saw you, say she's my lady, and I didn't want you to leave moving forward.
Okay, let me do this. My first thought was... player. I'm gonna have to be honest. I thought he was gonna play me, to be honest. Or hurt me in a way. But after actually talking to him and getting to listen to him, I realized, oh, he's not that bad. He's not, But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can read the question.
Okay, so the next question is from Tepo. With the busy life that you are in, how do you have time for your woman and daughter? And I think the first thing that I done was to allow myself to create my own time. So obviously, do know that the work that I work at my own time, do all those things. So I can decide today that I'm going to spend the day with them. Or I can decide that I'm working on a project, so I'll just be an hour with them. Or I can decide that, like, hey, I'll just brush and move away real quick. But it's more about, like, me being able to decide. But normally what I do is that I just, throughout my day, I also have, like, a management whereby I just dedicate like over an hour at least to just chilling, doing nothing, like just chilling and being there present with my family, because at times we focus more on the future, what we can get in the future, to a point where we forget the current situation. And obviously the future is gonna come, so yeah, like, we are eventually, it's guaranteed that you'll get there where you are going, but at the end, who you want to get there with. So I make sure that I try to allow myself to know that these are the people that I want to be there with. Because one person said something was like, imagine you get to places and you go wherever you want to go, you live the life that you want to live, but without the people that you want to be with, you see that those things are not going to be exciting anymore. So it's better to just get there with the people that you appreciate, so you can enjoy those things much more better, those memories. Imagine you go into the Maldives on your own. It's better to go with your partner,
Literally. Okay. How do you go about your finances with your lady? Does she have an allowance or access to all your cash?
You answer. What do you think? What do you think?
I I have access to everything.
Ansara, so she has access to everything. Can give her this card. She has access to any card. You know, she has access to any card, anything. Let's put it that way. There's no allowance or anything like that.
Yeah, guys, allowances.